Good morning. We are Alitzel, Eni, and Giovanna from Tecnológico de Monterrey Campus Morelia, and today we're going to explain the critical path method from the process and project management. This method is frequently used in the development and control of projects. It's an algorithm for scheduling through a diagram to outline all the activities in which a project is divided. It specifies the type of relationship between one and another and as well as its duration. The following is going to be a real example of how critical path method could be implemented for the release of a book. First of all, we have to delimit which are going to be all the key activities for your project. In this case, the activities are in this column. We also have to determine which is going to be the duration of each activity. And also we need to determine which activity depends on which other activity.
From the previous table that we showed, here we can see how finally the map looks like and how every activity is connected to the previous one. So we are going to explain which are going to be the calculus to determine our critical route. Here we have the specific activity. For example, number 8 is to delimit our topic, and it has a duration of 4 weeks. So for doing this mathematical calculation, we have to do our table. In the left upper corner, we are going to add what is the time that we need from the previous activity. For delimiting our topic, we can see that our previous activity is the beginning, which has a duration of 0 weeks. So we're going to write here 0. And in the left upper corner, we are going to add up this number plus the weeks that our main activity will last. So it's gonna be 4 weeks plus 0 is gonna be 4. Then for following activity, we have the research, and here we have 8 weeks. So we're going to put our previous number, which was 4, in this corner, and we are going to add up the 8 weeks that it lasts the research plus the previous 4 weeks. So it's gonna be 12. The next activity we have is the letter C, which is drafting, which lasts 12 weeks, and we're gonna take the same 4 previous weeks, and we are gonna add up the 12 weeks from this process. So we're gonna have 16. Then, as we can see, we have the corrections, which depends from the research and our drafting activities. So we are gonna choose the one that has the most weeks, which in this case is gonna be the 16 for drafting. So we are going to have 16 here, and we are going to add the 4 weeks of the corrections. And we end up with 20 weeks. After doing all of our calculations, now we're gonna go backwards from the activity of the end to the next activities. Here we're gonna have the 43 and 43, which were the last calculations, and we're just gonna put them again. For the first process, we're gonna have a distribution, and we're gonna put the 43 weeks here in the lower right corner, 43, and we're gonna subtract the 5 weeks that it takes for the distribution to be completed, which is gonna be 38. Now we take the same number and we put it in the lower right side, 38, and we will subtract the 4 weeks of the publishing activity, which we are gonna have 32 weeks. And we are going to continue doing this process to each of all of the activities that we have in our map. After completing all the activities, we came up to taking one decision between the legal aspects or the cost plan. For doing this, we're gonna choose the smallest number from our left side, which we can see it's 24. So we're gonna put the 24 in the lowest in the right side, and we are gonna subtract from the editorial activity the 4 weeks it takes to make it, so it's gonna be 20. Finally, now that we have completed all of our calculations, for us to choose the critical root, we're gonna look for the similar numbers in both the upper and the lowest side. So here we can see that we chose the activity A because we have here 0, 0, 4, 4. Then our activity C, which are the same numbers, D, and all of our root here is gonna be the one that we are going to choose. Finally, as a reminder, we need to understand that our critical root are those activities that we cannot left aside and we have to prioritize to making time for our project.